What's up, internet? Welcome back to Sega Break. This is Linzer22. So what's in a name? Let's talk about the leaked name of the next Sonic game called Sonic Rangers. There's been another name being thrown out lately, and it's Sonic Frontier, and a lot of people have been going with that leak that says that the name has changed from Rangers to Frontier. So let's take those two names and kind of break them down. Let's take some time and think about why those games would be called Rangers in the first place. The first thing that sticks out to me, at least for the name Sonic Rangers, is that Rangers makes me think of a range. Makes me think of catching some sort of monster. And if you remember back to another game with the Rangers in its name, it's a Pokemon game. And in that game, you caught Pokemon by doing circles on them, I think. I haven't played that game in a long time. But maybe this Sonic game has you catching something. There's this large plane, because we already know it's open world. Well, at least as far as that leak goes, which I once again will say I am confident that that probably is correct. So it's an open world game, and you catch some sort of monster, so maybe there is some Monster Hunter-esque going on. So maybe we can look at that game to see where Sonic is getting some inspiration from. And that would be pretty interesting. I'm not really sure what kind of mechanics you would get there, but it sounds like the open world is not just going to be running from point A to point B. I mean, there's got to be something for Sonic to do, and it sounds like he's going to be catching things. And if you remember from the trailer, which I can't remember because I haven't watched it in such a long time, but I mean, I'm not a crazy guy just watching the same YouTube video. He does a circle in there. Maybe he's catching something. Maybe he's like circling some sort of monster. Something? I mean, there was also this recent leak, but I mean, you can't just believe every leak that comes out. But let's talk about it. I can't remember it that well. I'm not gonna really go to it, but there's one thing that I remember. It said something along the lines of this game having monsters similar to Breath of the Wild, where they're not just robots, they're actually monsters. There's like a rock monster. There's I forgot what it's called, but I think it's the horse with the man's body, because you know those are in Breath of the Wild, and you fight those. Sorry, I just can't remember. But I just imagine that you fight those, and then you do a circle around them, and you catch them, and that's why it's called Rangers. I mean, even the name Frontier kind of insinuates that, at least for me. When I think of Frontier, I think of, once again, like a ranch. But I mean, I'm not really sure why I get that. I think it's because it makes me think of those cowboy movies. There you go. Maybe this next Sonic game is a cowboy movie. Sonic is a cowboy. He's doesn't need a horse because he's too fast, and he's on the plains and catching things because he's a cowboy. Sonic the Cowboy. Probably borrowing Knuckles' hat. Anyways, I wanted to make this video because I also wanted us to not only speculate about what the next Sonic game is, but I wanted to talk about the name, Sonic Rangers and Sonic Frontier. I personally don't like those names, and it's okay if you like those names. I do prefer Frontier over Rangers 1,000,000%. Percentage doesn't work like that. But still, there's something about that name which makes me feel like it sounds like a spin-off, and I don't know, spin-offs don't usually play that well, at least in Sonic's games. I understand that they're not going to go the traditional route, so this game is going to be very different. And I mean, which is great, because I'd like to see where Sonic's gonna go in the future. I mean, you don't want the content to go stale, or just, you know, you don't want them to release another Sonic. What happened in Sonic Forces? Why is that so blunt? Anyways, I feel like the name should instate that this is the way Sonic is gonna go forward, if that is the case. And I can kind of see that with Sonic Frontier, but Rangers, no, that just sounds like a spin-off title. So I think that that's probably the reason why they're not sticking with that name 100%, but who knows? What do you guys think? What are your guys' opinions on the name? Do you guys think that may hold some truth to what the game will entail? Or do you think that the game just sucks and should just burn? Let me know down below.